In this video, we're assembling this takedown handle with lots of crazy shapes on the front and back. It's gonna be a challenge. It's a brand new thing I've never done before. Let's just jump right in and do it. I'm working on fitting this beautiful piece of stabilized maple burl onto this guard and this knife. This guard is the most curvy thing I've ever tried to fit a handle to. And I just got the tang slot cut into the piece of wood. The next challenge is to get that to fit really, really well on both sides. Currently, it's fitting amazingly over here, but when I flip it over and look at it on this side, I have some gaps. So I think the end of this wood actually has a little bit of an angle to it, so I need to get all this stuff reshaped, only get it square. How thick is 8 pieces of paper? I'm gonna guess 10 thousandths or 20 thousandths. Wow. 20 thousandths, 20 thousandths. There's still a little gap right here on this side, but I can't see daylight through it because it fits tight on this side. Something's doing something, but I don't know what. So this could be on a slight angle, but I can't change that now. There's no way I'm messing with that. Oh, bang on my 600 grit finish. I mean, I guess that's pretty good. That might completely fit where it's supposed to. What may have been seconds or minutes, depending on how Josh edited this for you, was hours for me. I am finally done fitting the handle to the guard. It was quite a bit of a challenge. You got that crazy curvy fit up right there going against that crazy curvy guard. It is a nice tight fit, and I love the way this is looking. It kind of reminds me of a puzzle. Now that that's out of the way, we can move on to the other end of the handle. Got to repeat everything all over again, do that crazy curvy shape, and do the same thing on the pommel because it's going to be shaped similarly, only kind of reversed from what the guard is back here on the pommel. I put a grid on here, and that represents the Damascus pattern, and I also put it on the guard. That way I can orient it the right direction. Also put a pattern over the pommel to outline where I need to grind off material to get it looking like the one on my sketch here. You take it over to the grinder and hog off all this stuff around here so we can move on to fitting the wood to the pommel after it's shaped. I'm done shaping the pommel where it's gonna fit up against the wood. Got a nice 240 grit finish on there. I made a template of my handle, laid it out on the wood, and located where that goes on there, and scribed a really fine line on the wood so we can take it over to the grinder now and start shaping the wood to match the metal pommel. I want to talk about my method for getting these metal pieces to fit against the wood nice and tight. First of all, to start out with, I would lay the part over the wood and scribe a line around it and then grind right up to my scribe line. But then to get it closer, I would take some 1500 grit. This is silicon carbide sandpaper grit that just comes without the sandpaper, so it's just the grit part. And I think I got it on eBay for rock tumbling or something like that. Rub that all over the wood, and then I can rub the metal part back and forward a little bit. And then it leaves dark places wherever it's rubbing. At that point, I would take it back to the grinder and lightly grind on those dark areas until I have lots of those dark areas all over, rubbing evenly across the entire part. When I first started rubbing on it, there was just a couple of high spots where it was hitting, but now it's hitting a large surface area and almost hitting the entire thing nice and evenly. Once I couldn't get it any closer on the grinder, the next thing I wanted to do was just sit there and rub on it with some grit. I don't currently have any 320 or 220. I think that would be about perfect. So I tried a bunch of different things, and what I ended up using was some hand soap. This hand soap has some grit in it that seems like it's in the 220 to 320 grit kind of range. So I just put a little tiny bit of it on my part, and then I could put it up against the wood and sit there and kind of sand it. And that way it would match the metal part exactly. I did that quite a bit, and just to clean it up and smooth it out now, I think I'm ready to switch back over to the 1500 grit and polish on it some more, and I think our fit will be done.
2 hours later.
I am done fitting the pommel to the wood. We've got a nice, tight, beautiful fit, no gaps, can't see any light showing through, looks good on both sides. The next thing I gotta work on is getting the tang slot into the pommel itself. Right now there's no holes or anything, so I've got to figure out where the tang is gonna go through the pommel and shape the tang down and thread it and get it ready for a pommel nut and get a hole drilled through here with a countersink and all sorts of crazy stuff like that next. I just got done on the lathe. I threaded the main shank of the pommel nut. Now I'm threading it, and then I'm gonna put it back in and work on the head of the pommel nut back in the lathe. The next thing to do is to turn down the head of the pommel nut itself. Right now it's way oversized, need to take quite a bit off of it. So once again, I over sanded and shaped the head of my pommel nut a little bit too much. I really want to make this pommel nut work, so I'm going to try something I've never done before to see if I can get a second chance at it. So I've got a block of steel here with a hole in it that's just big enough to fit the shank of the pommel nut. I'm going to stick it in there, heat the head of the pommel nut up, and then bap on it on the top a couple times and see if we can get that metal to expand out, and then it'll give me a second chance on the lathe to try to get that perfect fit that I wanted instead of it being a little bit loose. Bap on, bap on, bap on, bap on, bap, 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 bap on it, bap, 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 bap on it. I had a bad feeling about this. I probably just ruined it completely. Probably ruined it. Definitely swolled it out, but I don't know if it's all crooked now too. Might work. I need to stop right there though. I really didn't know if it would work, but smashing the head of the pommel nut out and then running it back down on the lathe actually worked really well. I ran it back down on the lathe. I also put a little slot in here for a screwdriver. That's just temporary. It's gonna have a different form of tightening later on, but that's gonna be way after we're done shaping. I'm gonna say for now, the pommel nut is pretty much done and ready to go. I'm over at the grinder and I'm gonna grind the end of the tang off first to the correct length, and then I can start shaping the tang into a 3/16 inch round rod, basically. And once that's done, we can anneal it to make it a little bit softer, because right now it's really hard, and then thread it so it'll accept the same threads as what's on the pommel nut, which is 1032. Can't see. Need more light. I shaped the threaded portion of the tang on the grinder and got it pretty close to round. And then I went ahead and heated it up with the torch until it was lightly glowing, so probably around 1500 degrees, and that was to soften the steel a little bit. I've got a 1032 die ready to go, and we're gonna start getting some threads on the end of this tang. After getting the pommel nut finished and all that threading done, this is what the fit up looks like on the handle. I almost said finished handle, but it's not finished yet. I'm extremely happy with this thing. It's cool to be able to see all these pieces coming together, and these puzzle shaped ends on the handle are really, really, really cool. This thing is so curvy, I love it. The next thing we're gonna do is move on to setting the handle in epoxy so it goes on and off exactly the same every single time. And then it's ready for shaping. I will see you. Coffee break. Oh, that's good. If you guys want to get yourself a cool t-shirt and help support us at the same time, we've got coffee break t-shirts, link in the description. May the forge be with you. Bye-bye.